adding or subtracting fractions can be cumbersome and annoying because of the common denominator, right? So what is the purpose of using common denominator? So common denominator is required in adding or subtracting fractions. So I have 3 examples right here. So the first example is in green. I have 1/4 plus 2/4 that is equals to 3/4, right? So using a picture, 1/4 is you have a rectangle, you divide the rectangle into 4 identical pieces, you occupy one of the 4 pieces, that is 1/4. The 2/4 is you break a rectangle into 4 identical pieces and you occupy 2. So you have 1 and then you get 2 more, you equals that is equals to 3. So now you have 3 identical pieces, right? So that is easy, and this theory holds for subtraction. So how about 1/4 plus 1/3? So the next example below the green, 1/4, you have a rectangle, break it down into 4 identical pieces, you grab 1/3, you have a rectangle, break it down into 3 identical pieces, you grab 3. But when you add them, 1/4 plus 1/3, what should I do? The white piece and the red piece, they are not the same because the rectangle, so if you look at the result on the right, the rectangle is not divided into identical pieces. So if you give me a 1/4 plus 1/3 without having a common denominator, I have no idea what that equals to. I cannot just add the 1, the 2 1 and the 3 and the 4. That is not right. So if you look at the rectangle on the right, well, first you have a white piece and you have a red piece. They are not the same, right? Because the rectangle is not broken into identical pieces. So there is no way to determine the answer. So now we have to think about common denominator. So the 1/4 plus 1/3, you have the common denominator. I will just take 4 times 3, that is equals to 12, and then you do the math. So 1/4, you multiply the top and bottom by 3, the 1/3, you multiply the top and bottom by 4. So now the denominator is 12, they are the same. This is in common denominator. I can just add the numerator. So 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. 7/12 means you divide the rectangle into 12 pieces and you occupy 7 of them. So if you look at the purple rectangle, I try my best to make sure the rectangles are in the same size. So I divide the purple rectangle into 12 pieces, and now I grab 7 pieces. If you compare the purple rectangle and the white rectangle I cannot determine, right? Because the white and the red, they are not the same. But in the purple rectangle, every single piece is identical. I occupy 7 pieces. I know the answer is 7/12. The same theory holds for subtracting fractions. So that's the purpose of using common denominator. Hopefully this explanation is helpful. If you agree with me, let me know in the comment below. Like the video for me, subscribe to my channel. There are so many interesting and wonderful videos in my channel. Appreciate your help and support. I will see you all in the next lesson. Signing off for now.